Welcome back to All Hart. So are you looking for a great restaurant to check out this weekend? Well, Tara Nern, our friend here, a food writer and founder of Ferment Your Event, is here to help with her picks of the top local eats. Welcome, Tara.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me, Ferment Your Event, what is this?
Well, I write a lot about craft beer. Right place, right time, being near Philly, and I go to private events and do craft beer tutored tastings. I'm doing a lot with craft beer and chocolate pairings, which is a fun, different thing for people to do. We sometimes do beer dinners at people's houses, or we go to wedding receptions, corporate team building events, etc., and bring craft beer and basically make it as interactive or instructional or casual as the client wants.
So if you have beer and chocolate, people are happy, basically.
People are very happy, and they're very curious, too, when they hear that, so it's a good way to attract attention to your event.
It's a cool idea. So we're going to talk about some great restaurants in the area. Some of them you may already know and may need to be reacquainted with, and some you may not have heard of. The first one, the Farm and the Fisherman Tavern and Market. This is new for me, I have to say.
That's right. Well, this is the second location that we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
There's one in the city that's a BYO.
Okay.
And then a couple months ago, the chef owner, Josh Lawler, teamed up with another chef from here in New Jersey named Todd Fuller, and they opened a tavern and market, they're calling it, on Route 70 in Cherry Hill. And this is a very locavore type of endeavor. They are doing almost exclusively craft beers from New Jersey, which you almost never see anywhere else. They have a market which sells a lot of local cheeses. They're great on wines. They're great on artisanal cocktails. And what I really, really appreciate about their Cherry Hill location, and this is true for their Philly location as well, but being a South Jersey girl, I tend to hang out at the one in Cherry Hill, is the level of professionalism that they bring to their restaurant. I mean, just from the manager to the hosts and hostesses to the bartenders, they're real people, and they talk to you, and they're intelligent, and they teach you whatever it is that you want to ask about, but they're also very friendly, and I really appreciate going there because I feel like they're very well trained and just sort of mature, which I think is an important component of being professional.
So next we're going to talk about Panorama, which is one of my favorites. Been around a while, but still just amazing. Really cool place to go to.
Amazing, and you know, for as long as it's been around, I'm always surprised when I tell people who have lived here for a long time about it and they haven't been. So it's always great fun to bring people there for the first time. And I say about this restaurant that it's fantastic for people who know nothing about wine and fantastic for people who know almost everything there is to know about wine. It's very wine focused. In fact, they have dozens and dozens of different wine flights, which are a great way to try out different wines that you may not have had or may not have heard of. And they're actually in the Guinness Book of World Records because they have this system which allows them to store open wine bottles.
I did not know this.
It's pretty cool. So they're very, very serious about their wine, as you can tell. And interesting little tidbit, they bring about 800 different bottles of wine through this system per year. So if you go at any different time, you'll have, 120 different wines at a time that you can choose from by the glass.
Very cool. I have about 800 bottles of wine in my house too, so just, if you want to come by
Lucky.
now.
I will be over later.
So next up, Victoria Free House.
Yeah, that's right. This restaurant is a year or less old. It's in kind of an awkward location, to be honest. It's on Front Street in Old City, right down the street actually from Ristorante Panorama. It's so easy to walk to, but you don't necessarily walk by it unless you know it's there. And it's a British pub, and it's owned by the same people who own the British Chip Shop in Haddonfield, which has been there a long time, very popular. The one in Haddonfield is BYO. This one has an amazing selection of British and British-style beers, both on draft, on cask, and in the bottle. I mean, it's just, I've never seen more English beers in one place outside of England as I do there. And the food is wonderful, and it's fun to go, and sorry, I still laugh when I hear the term mushy peas. So.
Sounds good, sounds good. And finally, really quickly, I don't want to lose this, but Russet.
Russet, very serious about being farm to table. That's a BYO. It's a husband and wife team. The wife does the pastries. They employ a forager to go out and scavenge for mushrooms and onions.
I like foraging. Well, I'm so glad that you're joining us today. Tara Nuren from Ferment, your event.
Right.
You'll come back and see us again?
I hope so.
I hope you do too. So don't go anywhere. Go out and eat this weekend. Tara gave you some great ideas. Ahead, we look at an indie film that was shot right here in our area. And we're going to check it out with some of the stars. Your tide is cold and dark, sir.